Ha! Hey guys. Anyways, sorry, I got glasses. Whatever. Just saying. So. Anyways, today I want to talk about deity or deity, whatever you want to call it. It's what it is. So, anyways, okay. So today I'm gonna be talking about deity or deity. Now, a lot of my other videos, even on my personal channel, you may hear me talk about a being that I call the Creator. And the Creator, to me, this being is very big. To me, this being created our universe. Everything that exists, every god, every spirit, you and I, we originate from this being. This being is all around us. It is what I call the creative force, the creator, the great spirit, God, depending on the context I'm using it in. Most of the time, I just call it the creator. So to me, this being is where my soul comes from, and where all of our energy comes from. And I believe when you're doing Reiki or doing magic or anything like that, you're working with the energies of the Creator. But since the question is now, why do you believe in gods and goddesses and spirits then, why wouldn't you just pray to the Creator? I believe the Creator always hears our prayers and always will, but I believe that the Creator is too vast for my mind to comprehend, because to me it doesn't have an official name, it doesn't have an official way of it, how it looks. And to me, every god or goddess, I don't believe there are different facets of it. I believe that the gods and goddesses are separate individual beings on their own, same with the spirits and same with you and I. So let's describe it. Everyone talks about this tree method, and I used to read about it when I was studying on Wicca. I'm not Wiccan, but when I used to study it. So let's talk about my method. It's called the building method. Picture this huge building. This building is what represents the universe. This represents the Creator. It represents everything that is. This is what it represents. You have one side, the male side, energies of the universe, and the female side. Whenever you hear me talk about goddess and God, to me they're two separate beings, goddess and God. No, sorry, they're not separate beings. The goddess and God, to me, are not individual beings who exist. To me, the goddess and the God are labels of saying, to me, when I say the God, that is, to me, is a label of saying the male energies of our universe. And when I say the goddess, I'm saying the female energies of our universe. To me, they're not two separate literal beings. They're just, to me, kind of like a metaphor, in a way. I don't know how to describe it. So, to me now, let's go into the goddess female side. There's offices, and each office is a different culture. You have Egyptian, Norse, Celtic, whatever. You have those, and each of these things, there are spirits, there are gods, and each of these beings exist within these buildings. Okay? Same with the male side. So I work with a Hindu god. He would be on the male side. Okay? Now here comes the tricky part. To me, they are individual, separate beings. However, they come from the female side of the universe. So, for instance, you have the goddess Bast, and you have Hecate. To me, they are goddess energy. Okay? To me, they are goddess energy, but they are not the same. That's like saying your mom and my mom, sorry if anyone's watching this and they don't have a mother, but a mother figure to you. Your mom and my mom are mothers. They share that mother energetic link, but they're not the same. They're different in personality, they're different in their beliefs, they're different in everything. So just because, in my opinion, just because Bast or Hecate or any other goddess is labeled as a goddess in modern day, doesn't mean that they are a different facet of goddess energy. That's just not what I see it. So I see that as that's like saying everyone has a father. You could use the word father, okay? You could use the word father in many ways. You could say, you could use it in plural, or you could use it singular. You could say, I hope your guys' moms and dads, or mothers and fathers, you know, if you're talking to a group of people, you could say it like that. Or you could say, your mom and dad. There's a difference. That's how, I don't know if this is making sense. That's how I kind of see goddess and God. To me, the word goddess is like saying all the goddesses that exist, and God is saying all the gods that exist, and also like the spirits and stuff like that. Now, the only thing that I see they share in common is when you root it back, it always goes back to the building. You have the building. Here is the male and the female side. But in the end, the offices, metaphorically speaking now, they link up to the hall, and the hall is connected to the building. And if you're a Christian, you like to look at the whole building itself. You just look at the creator energy, the creative force. If you are pagan or polytheistic, you look at, depending on what pantheon you work with, you may look at the offices. You may look at a couple of offices. So that's metaphorically speaking, that's how I see it. It all links back to the building. Everything that exists, in my belief, is connected to the Creator. The Creator, to me, is not a male, it is not a female. Who am I to say that it is a male and it is a female? I'm not one to say. But I'm just being on the safe side, I'm saying it's neutral. But it created male and female energies. So those male and female energies exist. But everything is connected to that. So I believe all gods and goddesses, like Hecate and Bast, they're totally separate. Like you and I are human beings. We have the energy of being a human being, but we're totally different human beings. Doesn't mean we're the same. It just means we share the same species or the same thing. So that's that. I hope that made sense. That's how I view deity. I view deity as, it's hard to describe to people because I say, oh, I believe in a higher power. And then sometimes I'll be talking about higher powers. So it's like, what do you believe in? Do you believe in one God or many gods? Like I said, to sum it up now, I believe in a being that exists called the Creator, that exists all around us and is energy. However, for me to get connected and plugged in to spirit, I have what I call my spirit helpers, and they come in the forms of angels and gods and fairies and nature spirits, however you want to see it. They come in those forms and they guide me through my life. They are the ones that guide me through the rough times, that guide me to the right things, make the right decisions. They guide me through with my higher self. And to me, I don't like to call them intermediaries, but that's how you could see them as. But to me, my spirit guides and my ancestors, they are like my family, and they are what get me to Source, or the Creator. Hope that made sense, and let me just go. So, just saying. Anyways, we guys have a great day, and blessed be.